Hello, everyone. Welcome to YakShaver Sprint Review 46. This is our website, and let's jump into it. So last week, our goal was to have a high-level approach documentation on how should we tackle the AI agent. However, this was not done. Now we are more focused on the multi-tenancy, and we are getting ready for the NDC Melbourne in April. Lewis and I are full time, and we got 2 3 days from Tom.
Sorry, you weren't full time because both of you took some time off for CTF.
Oh, right, yeah. So Tom also worked on some client work, and me and Lewis were working on some CTFs. So let's jump into what has been done. So because of our time were distracted, there wasn't lots of done PBIs. So we'll go through each of them. So first one, Lewis, can you give us an update on this one?
Yeah. So initially, when we were trying to find out the difference between a Teams and using other recording software, we were using the shared property in the metadata, but sometimes when using snipping tool, it would still it would still have the shared property. So what we've done here is we've changed it to use the created by property, which is pretty set for all Teams videos. So this is should be a more definite way of comparing and seeing which ones are Teams and which one is in a different recording software.
Right. Any questions?
That was an
Okay.
important one because what was happening was we were recording videos and it was sometimes assuming that it was coming from a different person. So I would record a video and then Jean would get a message in his team saying video received, and then here's the PBI you created. Meanwhile, I'd be sitting here going, hey, it's not working. So that was a really good one to fix.
Yes. All right, next one. I think Adam, you will like this one. Lewis, let's give us some updates.
Yeah. So before we had some spelling mistakes in the figure for like projects like YakShaver would be spelled wrong, or certain people that have like unique names would be spelled wrong. So what we've done is we've moved it so that it fixes the spelling first before doing all the other things, including the figure image. So that should fix all spelling for project and people in PBIs and emails now.
And that's been tested on really, really weird words like YakShaver and Ulysses. So if it can do those, it can do anything.
Right.
What a weird word.
What a weird one.
That's great. So that's all PBIs that we've done this week. So let's have a look. The code coverage, we went down from 17% down to 16%. We had 2 production release.
Are you going to give a comment why it went down?
The reason that went down because we added a few more features, but we didn't add in test cases. However, the teams are aware of this. We will, in the future, we'll try to add more test cases as we go. And so here's the 2 production releases. And in terms of application health, we have few errors. I had a look, those errors are about 499 errors. So we have PBIs to look into this. And monthly usage, we have Caleb, Betty, and Josh on top. In terms of product roadmap, we didn't complete any PBIs that are on roadmap. We're busy fixing bugs, small bugs. And R&D, Tom and I have looked into AI agent framework such as N8N, Semantic Kernel, AutoGen, and Swarm. So we have briefly compared.
Swarm with an M. Is it like a swarm of bees?
Yep. And
by
retro.
the way, apparently Semantic Kernel and AutoGen are due to be merged, which should be a compelling offering. So that's a likely option. but it's going to be
Yes.
after multi-tenancy now.
Right. Okay. Now, as you do this investigation, Rick, you should
Yep.
update the rule on
Mhm.
AI agents so they mention all these.
Okay. Yep. I will update those rules. Okay. And
Is anyone jotting that down from the team?
so Lewis will write that down.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
write
Lewis,
that.
can you actually update
Yep.
the PBI itself?
Yep.
With acceptance criteria. Thank you.
Okay, retros. So everyone's quite happy with that. We're gonna present YakShaver on NDC. It's exciting, but also scary. We have some main bug fixed. And Lewis said the email and work item should have everything spelled right now, so the spelling are correct. And we have Tom back in full time. And what went wrong? So lots of our team members' time were distracted by CTF and client work.
Who was?
Me and Lewis were working on CTF, and Tom was on client work.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
I thought which chewing the fat, Lewis?
We were doing the CTF circus on Friday. So it was that.
The CTF what?
CTF circus.
So that's Luke's name for it. That's where we do a whole bunch of CTFs in one go to get a bunch in our pocket instead of doing them just in time.
You did that on Friday?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I didn't know. Okay.
Okay. And what to improve? So now we are moving our focus to multi-tenancy and getting ready for NDC. So that's all for the retro. Any questions?
Yes. Just one thing. If you just go up to that leaderboard,
Mhm.
I think everyone on the team should contact 2 people that are at 0 and try
Mhm.
to get them to record a YakShaver with them so
Okay.
that we keep trying to get people that are on 0 to
Mhm.
use it.
Okay, fine, 2 people.
Yeah.
Lewis, can you
How do
drop
we
that down?
see? How do we see that part of the leaderboard? Can we see the bottom of the leaderboard or only the top?
You'll have to improve this leaderboard. Where's Stephen Q?
He's on holiday, but we are able to get this data from database, so
Yep.
no problem. I can get that.
Okay. And
Stephen's back next week, by the way.
You'll need to keep a spreadsheet on this.
Okay, so let's move to the planning.
That spreadsheet, you could just continue to reuse the one that you had, the Canary spreadsheet, Yuli.
Okay.
Why do we need a spreadsheet? We have a database now.
A spreadsheet of who you've contacted to try to coach them to use it.
In case we have someone who was going to be 0 forever for whatever reason.
Yeah, there's no point all 3 team members contacting the same person.
Right.
Okay. So let's move it to the planning. So our goal for next spring was to do a project management feature in the client portal. So that will give the clients ability to add a new project or editing existing project. So right now, YakShaver is depending on Dynamics for fetching the project, and we don't want that for the client. So we want to decouple the Dynamics, and that's why we're doing this project management feature. And we also got some important features as well. So Lewis is working on closed work item. So right now, when a work item is created, there's no way for example, if the user doesn't have access to the project, they couldn't close the work item. So by providing them this button, they were able to close the work item through the UI. And there's another good one, which is the fallback email. So a lot of time that user YakShaver couldn't create the issues in project, and it was sent out emails instead. But there wasn't any indications of this happening. So the user was, oh, this is a bug. I requested a work item. Why am I receiving an email? So we're gonna put an indicator saying we couldn't create work item in the project. We send email instead. So that should set users' expectation.
Yeah, so
So
that'll make it clear that it, for instance, it did identify the correct project. That wasn't the problem. The problem was some other issue about creating it further down the funnel.
Yep. And so most of PBIs are around multi-tenancy now. So those need to be done before NDC.
Right. Okay, good.
And that's all. Any questions?
No?
One
No.
thing, Adam, you might care about is we're moving video hosting from the current location in SharePoint to YouTube,
YouTube, yes.
which I know is a feature you've been wanting for a while.
Yeah, I really want the feature.
All right. Cool. So for anyone stay this far, we're gonna upload this video to YakShaver and hope you can see YakShaver in the NDC Melbourne. We'll see you there. See ya.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, Ruth.
That's good.